Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Arnub Everywhere. I am a budding YouTuber and I have started this channel to share my travel diaries with you. In the second week of February, I have visited Varanasi, Banaras or Kashi, whatever you call it. It is said to be the spiritual capital of India. But the special thing about this trip is that I was fully alone in this trip. So basically it was a solo trip. Actually, as a travel lover, I always want to gather different types of experiences. That is the main reason behind this trip. A lot of people, including my parents, relatives, friends, asked me why solo. Actually, I want to explore this city in my own way with no rush. Besides this, Varanasi was in my bucket list since my school days. That is why I just booked the train tickets and hostel and went out. So let's tell you the stories of my very first solo trip. Let's go. In Varanasi, my hostel was in Bengali Tola, where most of the people are Bengali. It was located near the Raja Ghat. So I checked into the hostel and after taking some rest, I went out to have some lunch. That is how I reached Bani Cafe. Bani Cafe was a Japanese restaurant where you can get many delicious Japanese dishes. I ate pork rice curry and it was amazing. The cafe is beautifully decorated with many artworks and the price of the food is quite reasonable, I think. The pork rice curry costs me around 220 rupees, I think. After that, I roamed around the local market, visited some shops and some ghats. In the evening, my plan was to experience the famous Ganga Aarti at the Shashwamedh Ghat. So I was waiting there for the Aarti to be started. Hundreds of people gathered there to see this beautiful Ganga Aarti. It is really spectacular. These Aartis held in the Shashwamedh Ghat, Harishchandra Ghat and Assi Ghat. But I saw only the Aarti of the Shashwamedh Ghat because it was very near to my hostel. The Ganga Aarti at the Shashwamedh Ghat starts in between 6 to 6:30, but it attracts a large crowd. So if you want to enjoy it from a good place, I will suggest you to go there at least 30 minutes before so that you can get a good place to sit. At the end of the day, I was very tired. That is why I did not spend much time there in the ghats. After the Ganga Aarti, I just ate a dosa in a local shop and returned to my hostel to have a good sleep. next morning, I woke up early and went to the ghat to witness the mesmerizing sunrise over the Ganga. When I reached to the ghat, I found a completely different scenario. There was a peaceful environment over the ghat. Some people were doing worship, some people were bathing in the Ganga, and some people were busy with their morning yoga. To experience the sunrise from the lap of Ganga, I took a boat ride, and the experience was completely amazing. During the boat ride, I found how the people of Banaras are attached to the river Ganga. How the ashes of human bodies were being mixed with the holy flow of river Ganga. During the boat ride, I found a magical thing. Just after the sunrise, a deep fog started to cover up the ghats and the lap of the river Ganga. It creates a unique landscape of Varanasi. Oh, I forgot to tell about the migratory birds. If you visit Varanasi during winter, you will find a lot of migratory birds. You can also feed them. After the boat ride, I spent half an hour in the ghats, and then I went out to have my breakfast. As breakfast, I had malayo and gajar ka halwa. I will assure you, they will definitely blow your mind if you have them. After having my breakfast, I started to explore the local temples of Varanasi on foot. And while doing so, I lost my path in the gullies of Varanasi a few times. But I never regret. The gullies are really beautiful. I was kind of spellbound to see the ancient architectures of those temples. Between, I visited Manikarnika Ghat, one of those ghats where dead bodies are being burnt every day. Another ghat is Harishchandra Ghat. It is said that there are around 23,000 temples in Varanasi, so it was impossible for me to visit each and every temple. But I visited at least 15 temples, but in most of the temples filming is prohibited. but I visited a number of ghats. This was the last day for me in Varanasi. Through the congested gullies of Varanasi, I reached BHU, Banaras Hindu University, and visited new Kashi Vishwanath temple. Oh, I forgot to tell that. Before going to BHU, I visited Kashi Vishwanath temple, the main Kashi Vishwanath temple. But filming is prohibited in that temple too. The BHU campus is so big and pleasant. After exploring BHU, I went to visit the Ramnagar Fort, which is about 15 minutes away in an auto rickshaw. Ramnagar Fort was really beautiful and huge, especially the museum. It is amazing and full with many antique things. I will suggest you to explore Ramnagar definitely if you visit Varanasi. The architecture of Ramnagar Fort is really spectacular. After returning from Ramnagar Fort, I spent the evening in the ghats, remembering the memories and experiences that I gained. I made some friends in my hostel where I was staying. I met with local people. I talked to them. My tongue met with some delicious taste of chaats and lassis that I couldn't forget. I met with my traveling soul, and surely I met with Varanasi, and I found a deep contrast between life and death there. I promised myself to visit Varanasi again.